Hi, I'm Allie, and I'm living Crowning Faith. Thanks for stopping by. So this week I've been studying the book of Daniel, specifically chapter 3, about the three Hebrew boys who were thrown into the fiery furnace. It's a familiar story, but just to give a quick recap. The king, Nebuchadnezzar, built a golden statue that stood 90 feet high, and he wanted everyone who lived in the kingdom to bow and worship the statue every time the music played. Well, the three Hebrew boys refused to worship any god except the true and living God, and so they would not bow before his statue. And the king became furious, and he decided that their punishment would be that they would be thrown into a fiery furnace that was turned up 7 times hotter than usual. Once their fate was decided, the Hebrew boys made this statement: if we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it, and he will deliver us from your majesty's hand. But even if he does not, we want you to know, your majesty, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold you have set up. This resonated with me so much this week, because I think that as we're living with chronic illness, especially as believers, there's this expectation that God has to heal us, that God has to take away the illness. But sometimes the miracle is the fact that he is leading us through, that he is providing for us, that he's making ways for us, even in the midst of the illness. So I've decided for myself that my God is able to heal me. He is able to take away every symptom, everything that is associated with my diagnosis. But even if he doesn't, I refuse to worship or bow before any other God, because he is still the true and living God. He is still faithful to me, and he has been better to me than any other ideology, any other way of thinking, or anything else that anyone can offer me in exchange. It all comes down to knowing who it is that we serve, and understanding that his hands are not tied by our circumstance or our desires. God has a plan for our lives, and his plan is always perfect. Even though it may not look like the plan that we prefer, he has nothing but good intentions toward us. And if he allows something to happen, it's for a reason. So I trust him. I trust him with my life. I trust him with my health. I trust him with my mental health and my emotions. I trust God because I know that he's always going to take care of me. Whether he delivers me from lupus or fibro or whatever else, or whether he graces me to go through it and stands by me the entire time, he is still good and he is still God. So I will say, like the Hebrew boys today, that if God chooses to heal my body fully, amen. But if he chooses to be all that I need and chooses to give me grace that is sufficient to see me through it, amen. I trust him. He is God, and I refuse to serve another. I love you. I'm praying for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great one.